What's up, race fans? Speed Zone TV here tonight with 2FG's special event, the Open Wheel Clash at the dirt track at Charlotte. I'm going to be your host tonight, Robert Warrens, bringing you all the action for this IMCA style heat races in a 50-lap main. These guys are just finishing up practice now, so they're going to be getting ready to grid up the heats here. Should be an exciting event. These big block dirt modifieds, they're really a lot to handle, a lot of horsepower, you know, and when you're saying big block, you're talking lots of horsepower and big engines. So it's going to be, you know, a lot of driving characteristics here. These guys got to be smooth. They got to be smart when they're coming out here. So it's going to be pretty interesting. We're just getting the first heat gridded up. We'll go ahead and take a look at these drivers here quickly. Looking at our first heat for race number 3, we have the 10 machine of Topingen, and on the outside of him is a 33 machine of Hunsinger, with Groom on the outside of him. In the 4th spot is Thompson, Ben Jolly in the 924 in 5th, and Boyd in 6th. These guys are going to give us 8 laps of action and probably slicing and dicing here at the dirt track of Charlotte. So it's going to be pretty interesting because I'm not sure what to expect. This is our first time with 2FG. So I'm hoping to see some nice, clean racing. We're going to try to get a bunch of different angles so you guys can start viewing this and really just see some of the action. You know, the dirt track at Charlotte here, it's been known to be very precise in the driving line, so drivers can't be making mistakes, and really, it's a tough track to pass at. It's tight. You know, it's only 0.4 of a mile, so clay dirt surface, moderately banked corners. It opened in 2000. It's inside the big track, so a lot of precision's required here, a lot of smooth throttling. Pace truck's just getting ready to duck in here. We're going to get our first heat race underway. Ducking in now. Drivers are going to be pulling their belts tight one more time as they come around turns 3 and 4, waiting for that green flag. And good start there by that 21 machine. Couple drivers using that second groove. Our numbers are a little jumped up there. The 11 in behind making a charge. Looks like that bottom side is the place to be just right this second. Looking a little bit further back in the field. Everyone's pretty much single file. Well, they're hugging the berm at the bottom. Ooh, contact there. Spinning around. No caution as of yet. The 11 gets going. The 924 Jolly tags the bumper there. That's going to allow the 21 machine to open up a gap. He's a second and a couple tenths ahead of the 21 machine of Boyd. Not sure if these... Oh, car in the wall. That's Thompson. Coming out of the corner there, that 49 machine tasted some concrete. I don't know if that was part of his diet tonight, but he definitely is loading it up. The 10 machine labeled in iRacing, 21 car number, Tofagian, taking the white flag one more time around for this driver. He's going to seal the deal here for the first heat, giving him a good grid for tonight's 50-lap main. Taking a look at our results here. Tofajan, sure we're butchering his name, takes the win there. Boyd in second, Hunslinger third, Groom fourth, Jolly fifth, and Thompson in sixth spot. Getting ready here to grid up the second heat. 8 laps the battle. Blues taking the pole for this one. Cherry on the outside. Bowman in third. Bickford in fourth. Soley in fifth. And Williams in sixth. These guys are going to be getting ready to lock and load here with the pace truck going around. After seeing that first heat, we kind of have an understanding of what to expect here. We're seeing these drivers hug the lower side of the track. Tough to pass there, is that we saw some car contact. One car went around, no caution came out, so it's likely that these heat racers are just going to tick right off and really set the stage for tonight's A main. Smaller field, but no lack of talent. And we haven't seen our leader make a mistake, but we're going to have to be watching these two cars firing off and how they look on this clay surface. Anywhere from 750 to 900 horsepower in these bad boy machines. Getting ready to fire off once again. Heat number 2. Tough battle here between Cherry and Blue. Rewinding behind, slight contact. They're 3 abreast going into the turn. Cherry gets a lead out of the exit of the corner. 57 and Williams digging low. Cherry's got a little pressure from Blue here. Got that car yawed out. Oh, 7 at Bickford working that outside. You can see him making the runs, closing the gap on that 226 machine of Cherry. Laps are winding down here. Bickford's on the outside. He's got to run in the cockpit with him right now. Slide down to the bottom. And look at him go. He's made the move over Cherry. Cherry's still looking. Bickford just showing that strength. Using the high side, getting all the grip. As it seems that that bottom side has slicked off slightly. Tyler Bickford running away with this thing, opening up almost a half-second lead over the second place of Cherry, followed by Williams. Cherry up in the high side, trying to find the speed. Final lap. Williams underneath Cherry going into the turn. Blue in behind, but it's looking like Tyler Bickford here is going to be running away with the show as he comes to that checkered flag. That's going to be heat number 2, all said and done. 2 quick heats here. This one was a little bit quicker. Fast lap times here of 15.6. Take a look at those Heat 2 results quickly before we jump to our main. So Bickford, we saw there, grab the win. Cherry in second. Williams in that 57 machine third. Blue fourth. Soley fifth. And Bowman in the 6th spot. These guys are going to just do a quick warm-up, and then we're going to get down underway for our 50 lap. We'll take a look at that grid for the main. Just 1 second here. We're going to give a little shout out to our primary sponsor for 2FG, Cherry Cinematography.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226.
Step in the starter stand now. Just these guys got a few minute warm up before the show starts.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, special.
Looking like the track is producing about the same speed right now as it was before. Drivers down into the 15.7s. Just take a look at the best lap times, 15.69 by the 924 of Jolly. Got himself in a little bit of trouble in that first heat race. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to show that speed with just 2 minutes left to go in this warm-up, and how they're going to stack up in this 12-car field tonight. Going to be interesting as well as like see these two drivers in the warm-up just rubbering in the track. If the low or the high side is going to become the dominant side, we're not really sure, but with a 1 minute and 40 seconds before we start to grid up, it's going to be one heck of a 50-lap battle here. These guys did an excellent job in the heat race for 2FG here. Race number 3 at the dirt track at Charlotte. Tight corners, shorter straightaways here. It feels like a technical bull ring. And it's definitely proven its challenges in these big block dirt modifieds. A lot of throttle controls required with these big block modifieds. Time to get your beverage, crack a beer, get your popcorn. We're going to be taking the green here shortly for 50 laps.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography.
All right, race fans, this is what we came for here tonight. This 50-lap A-Main race number 3 for 2FG Sim Racing Productions, brought to you by Speed Zone TV tonight. I'm your host, Robert Warrens. In that bottom right-hand side, there's a gearbox. You're going to click it. Make sure you're viewing in 4K. Make sure that you can see all we have to offer tonight. So take our quick look at our grid as these guys are getting ready to go. That 21 machine, labeled as a 10, Tofengian, probably butchering his name. He's starting on the pole. Bickford on that outside pole in that 7 machine. Boyd in 3rd in the 21. Cherry in 4th in the 226. Hunslinger in 5th in the 33. Williams in the 57. Groom in 7th. Blue in 8th. Jolly in 9th. Soley in 10th. Knox Thompson in the 49 machine in 11th. And Bowman rounds out that field in the 12th spot. I'm imagining this one's going to be as clean as the heat races, but what I'm excited here to see is what race number 3 for this open wheel clash is going to bring. It's a tight field. These guys are all super competitive, but not only is it a tight field, it's a tight track. There's no room for error. It's tough to pass. We saw Bickford make the move on the outside. I don't know what these guys have in store for us here. Pace car is going to duck in, but just so you get an idea of the temperature tonight, 78, partly cloudy, 2-mile-an-hour winds, not a cloud in the sky at 45% humidity in this 0.4 of a mile dirt track. Let's get racing. Tight to start here. Take a look at the starters. He holds the flag as we get ready to go this 50-lap battle. The 21 machine jumps out to about a car length lead using the bottom side. Now Bickford is using the high side. A tight battle all the way around in behind him. Let's go ahead and take a look at the battle in for 2nd to 5th. Well, there's a blanket over these cars. All 11 cars are tucked in behind that 21 or that 10 machine on your screen, but labeled the 21 car. Cherry trying to make a move. They're pushing the gap there. They're 4 wide. Talented drivers here. That's Boyd in front of Cherry. Bickford making that outside come alive again. We're going to have to zoom in on him as he's starting to make the move on the high side of Tofengian. And we have a caution that has come out. We're going to use our Speed Zone TV instant replay here to see what we can find. Taking a look at the 49 machine of Thompson. Let's just see what happens here. Into the bumper of the 96. Tags him again. Ooh, contact there. He goes around. The 141 of Blue goes around. Overall, not too bad, but that's going to be our Speed Zone TV instant replay. Tough break for the 49. Looks like he might have been the instigator of that caution. Back up with our leaders. Unfortunate there for Bickford, who was starting to mount a charge on Tofengian. Be interesting to see if he can find that momentum, working the high side again. Several cars followed them around on the high side, and it seemed to be coming in. You're not seeing much wear on the track yet, but it is early. Race number 3, the open wheel clash, hasn't disappointed so far. Lap number 7 of 50. Lots of tight racing. Everyone's still in the mix here. Pace truck is ducking in. We're getting ready to boogie one. Well, probably more than one more time. Let's not get our eggs all in a basket just yet. Great start by that 21 machine on the pole. Bickford in behind with Cherry in behind him. And the 21 of Boyd. So 221 cars in the mix. It's looking like the high side's starting to come in. But I don't know if you're going to be wanting to lean on that right rear this early on. If it's going to chew up. 924 of Jolly on the high side of Cherry. Using the cushion to make it happen. Little contact there. Jolly working that cushion. Gonna get a big run on Ophagian, but caution is out again. We're gonna see if we can find it in just 1 second. Not sure if we're gonna have a clip of that here. Just take a quick little commercial break and see if we can grab something.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226.
Here we are here with the 96 machine coming into the corner and coming in hot. And it looks like on the 11 of Groom, trying to stick it on the bottom, slides up in the center. He's going to make contact here. That's going to knock the 11 around. That's tough break for the 11 machine. And the 96 of Soli make contact hard. So that's going to be our incident, bringing out our second caution here. We'll get back to live action. 1 second. Green is back out. These cautions just fly by. Bickford gets the jump there. That 924 of Jolly on the bottom. Ophagian in the third spot. I'm not sure if Jolly's going to be able to make the move on the bottom side. These guys are working both sides of the track. Heck of a battle for the lead here. I don't know if overdriving entry and being aggressive with 80% of the race left is going to pay dividends, because it's a little too early to be wearing down those tires. Jolly hugging the berm at the bottom, painting the bottom side of that track, looking so beautiful. Bickford up in the cushion on the high side. Let's take a look at the dance that these two are doing, and we're gonna grab it from the third spot. You just hear Ophagian working the throttle, working the wheel. Jolly almost able to make the slide up on Bickford to block it off. Looking like Bickford is having a struggle with getting some of that grip you saw him get earlier. Jolly falls in behind in that second spot, running the cushion now. We saw him mount serious runs, but it's looking like we're seeing a low entry drift high. You can see that track is starting to slick in certain spots now. Jolly's got to run on the inside. He shoots it. Slides it up. Slide job. Let's see the crossover here from Bickford if he can get a run. Bickford low and slow. Jolly on the high side. Jolly completes the pass. Our new leader at lap 16. Nice slide job by that 924 machine as he starts to open the gap. We're going to go in for the battle here at 7th spot. This is with Hunslinger, Thompson, Grom, and Solly. These guys are running very similar lap times. Ooh, gets tight up off the exit in that 33 machine. Take a look at our battle for the 4th spot here. Well, actually 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's Tofagian, Cherry, and Boyd in the mix here. Cherry using that middle lane. 21 machine, both of them up on the cushion. Looks like Jolly's opened up about a 6/10 lead. Williams is in the mix here too in that 57 machine. Just a little bit of a shot back, waiting for one of these drivers in front to make a mistake. Maybe pounce on that opportunity. Take a look from his cockpit, see how he's handling the track. Awesome job as he works the corner here. You can hear the feathering of the throttle, the precise expertise required to wheel these big block modifieds with all their horsepower at the dirt track at Charlotte. Hop on board Jolly and see how he's wheeling. Our leader right now. Up in the cushion, down to the bottom to paint the berm. His hands super busy. Looks like he's high in 1 and 2, low in 3 and 4. That's Bowman. Lap car. Woo, slight contact there for our leader. Able to get by. Go ahead and look at our 2nd spot. Bickford, 1.2 pack. We've just hit halfway of the race. Looking spicy. Taking a look at another battle here is Boyd and Williams. 21 of Boyd, 57 of Williams. Boyd using the cushion. Williams kind of cutting it down, and a tough battle with Cherry and Tofagian in front. He's able to hold these guys off. It looks like Cherry here is making the move. Ooh, slight contact down the stretch. He gives him a little door slide job. Gonna see a crossover on the exit here. I don't know. He's looking. Slide job back. Low and slow. Cherry does a great job of getting momentum off the exit to keep his nose in the fight. Ooh, little tag. Tofagian. Great job of holding off the run, but look at the 21 of Boyd now up in the mix, putting some pressure on Cherry. With Williams just in behind. You know, Cherry wants a round using the cushion this time, getting a pretty big run. This is our battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. We've got a battle here for 7th and 8th. Let's take a look at that. Taking a look at the 96 and the 11 of Grom. Unslinger just in behind. Ooh, we got an accident here. I hope it brought out the caution, but I clicked it anyways. It did bring out the caution. Oh, 234 loops it in front of our leader, Zach collects Williams. Tough break for the 57 of Williams. I thought it was a racing battle. Definitely was not. That's going to be our Speed Zone TV instant replay. Let's get back to some live action. Oh man, that was getting spicy. You know what's going to be interesting here is now that we've seen the tires heat up, the grooves change. We've seen guys running the cushion, guys running the middle, guys running the bottom. They're moving around the track, looking for grip, looking for speed. It's going to be interesting to see if Jolly is still able to maintain that blistering pace. He had opened up to a 1.5 second lead, and one heck of a job of wheeling that car, picking his grooves, and just opening up a gap. Bickford, we saw him do amazing in the heat race. Jolly couldn't get where he was going, but, you know, nonetheless, this is the battle up front here. Tofagian in the third spot had a lot of pressure from Cherry in a 226. Also Boyd in the 21. He's got, a little contact there as they start to grid up with 14 laps to go. 2FG race number 3, the open wheel clash. Not disappointing for the dirt track at Charlotte. All the action brought to you by Speed Zone TV tonight. I'm your host, Robert Warrens. Drivers are getting going. Our third restart tonight. Jolly, excellent restart. Using the cushion on the high side. Bickford in behind him. Jerry looking to slide. Slight exit, slight contact. Williams able to make a little bit of, slight contact there, Cherry. Oh, they're all spinning live on Speed Zone TV. That's a stack up. Hopefully nobody was getting hot dogs in the grandstands, because that was a doozy. And take a look at that for our Speed Zone TV instant replay and see what we can dissect here on board with the 21 machine, or 10 as you see it. Tofagian. I'm going to use one of these famous cameras here and play. So coming out of the exit here, out of turn 2, Cherry gets a run, and you can see that he's got him jacked up, checks up, but then comes in Williams. Williams gets Cherry, but also in behind Williams is Boyd. And, you know, it just creates a stack up here. The 33 of Hunslinger gets Williams. A lot of contact. 49 of Thompson collects him as well. So, I mean, tough break for these guys. They were racing hard, racing fast. And, you know, that's just what happens. Sometimes the cookie doesn't crumble in your way, but, you know, Speed Zone TV, we're here to get dirty tonight with the 2FG race number 3 at the open wheel clash. It's been an exciting one so far. Lights are off on the pace truck. Bickford wasn't able to get the run he wanted. We don't know with 12 laps to go if he's going to be able to get it this time. Single file restart. Jolly with Bickford on the Bumford, followed by Boyd. Right up on the cushion. 924 with a heck of a start. Bickford in behind. Boyd. Woo. Aggressive entry from that 7 machine. Bickford's got a little bit of juice left in the tank. 13 laps to go. You can see parts of the track are starting to slick in. Where it starts to slick in, drivers are going to be searching for grip and spinning off the tires. Williams charging hard here. Let's take a look a little bit further back, 3 wide, as Williams is slicing up some pie. Oh, contact there. That's going to spin the 96 around of Solly around. Tough break there, but we saw that live on Speeds. Why are we seeing it live? We shouldn't see it live. Gary got involved in that. Let's take a look at that one more time with our Speed Zone TV instant replay. You can see the shine of the track. Here it is on board with the 96 of Jake Solly. Coming out of the corner here, it looks like the 21 machine of Ofagian slides up into the 96. Cherry locks it up, nowhere to go, hard contact. The 141 of Blue also tags that 96 machine. That's going to be a tough break for Cherry. Looking for a break to get back up front after his strong run all night. Bowman in the pit as well now. 9 laps to go. Race number 3 here. Our leader, Ben Jolly, in the 924. Showing some technical skills, sliding that bad boy around, saying, hey, I can get up on this thing. I can wheel it. You guys are in my kitchen tonight, and I'm serving humble pie. Eerily silent as these guys start to stack up. I believe for the 4th caution, the 4th restart tonight, 2 by 2. Bickford needs a heck of a start here. He needs to stay on the outside of Jolly. Got Boyd in behind. Woo, good jump here. Down into turn 1, Bickford. Looking for a run. Jolly says, nah. Oh, 49 of Thompson. Contact there. Lots of contact. We're looking a little bit further back. Oh, hard contact there. Oh, man, that hurt. Yellow is out. Let's take a look at that. Looks like somebody got door slammed. We're on board with the 49 machine of Thompson here. And it looks like right here, the 96 machine shuts the door on the left front of Thompson, sending him into the wall coming out of the exit at 2. 141 of Blue. Nowhere to go. But sees Thompson at the checkout. Back to some live action here. Tough break for that 49 machine. 7 laps to go. Bickford not able to mount a charge on the 924 of Jolly. Rom now showing in the 3rd spot. He squeaked in there. Haven't seen a lot of action from him just yet. But now he's up in the mix, sitting in the podium spot. 7 laps to go. Not a lot of time. We are counting the cautions, winding this one down. Single file restart because we did not complete enough laps to go double file here. This is going to favor that 924. Hopefully Bickford can get the start he needs. Get going. Ooh, Jolly tags the wall a little bit. I don't know if that's going to affect his momentum. Take a look at on board the 7 machine of Bickford. Chasing him down. 8 laps to go. 7 now at the line. Great job. Bickford looking for grip. Wow, that just Jolly's able to work up any side of that track and make it stick. That car is dialed in. Taking a look at the battle for 3rd spot here. Boyd falling off the bumper of Grom. But we got Hunslinger and Williams and Cherry in the mix with 5 laps to go. Boyd looking for a run. Grom protecting the middle part of the track. Jolly checking out to almost a 2nd lead. Grom might seal the deal here. Tight battle in behind. Cherry getting around Williams. On the low side is a 21 of Kofagian. These guys aren't strangers. They've all touched cars before. Good battle here. Tight, clean race and 2 laps to go. Looks like Grom is checked out for that 3rd spot. Go ahead and take a look at our leader in the 924. Running the cushion still. See Bickford just outside of the camera angle. One more clean corner from that 924, opening up Gapplebee's. Got a 2nd lead there. That's going to be our winner tonight. Ben Jolly in the 924 machine, up 8 spots to capture the victory in this 50-lap A main. Very impressive, showing the speed, working all sides of the track. Hopefully he makes it through tech. And it isn't too big of a big block, if you know what I'm saying. Heck of a job from these drivers here. Go ahead and take a quick break and see if we got some driver interviews.
Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Cinematography,
Bringing in our 3rd place finisher tonight, the 11 machine, Mr. Grom. How you feeling about your finish tonight? Tell us all about it, sir.
Pretty good. It was a rocky start. Started all the way in the back. Didn't know how that was going to play out, but 50 laps, anything can happen, and we just tried to keep our nose clean and slowly just keep pacing out the laps, and we worked our way up to 3rd, and we hold on to it.
Yeah, I mean, pretty impressive because you were sitting, I think, around 7 and 8th most of the race. And, the cars in front of you stacked up and you were able to kind of part the seas. That got you the track position you were looking for. Would you say it was hard to pass here?
Yeah, once I was stuck on the bottom and couldn't get up to that top lane. And once I got up to the top lane, I was good. But it was hard to get up to that top lane. And, it was kind of bottlenecked a little bit. So we got it done.
Well, congrats on your P3 tonight, Mr. Grom. Who do you want to give a shout out to on for your great finish?
We're gonna give a shout out to my race team, Labbits Racing, K&D Sim Shots, 511 Wraps and Designs, and that's it.
All right. Well, congrats, and if we get to see you race again and put on a show just like you did, hope to be chatting with you again.
Yep. Thank you.
Good night.
You too. Bye.
That was our third place finisher, Joseph Grom. Sorry, giving you the sauce there. It's time to bring in our second place finisher, Tyler Bickford. Tyler, you showed heat race speed, but you came up short in the feature. What the heck happened out there? What could you have done differently to seal the deal?
I have a better right foot or something. I don't know. Ben was fast all day, so it was going to be hard to beat regardless. I'm just happy to get second, my man.
Yeah, of course. I mean, P2, no slouch, tough field tonight. Saw you using multiple grooves. Was the track changing conditions as the race went on? Were you searching for grip?
Yeah, I was just trying anything to reel him in. He was just too consistent around top of 1-2, and I tried, but I just couldn't hit it the same. I was just trying anything.
I mean, hats off. This is, big block modifieds. They're tough to wheel. And, we were hopping in the cockpits. We could hear, drivers up on the wheel. We could hear them feathering the throttle. We could see it all. So, do you think that you're going to be able to carry this momentum going into the rest of the Open Wheel Clash series here?
Yeah, I hope so. Like I said, there's a lot of fast guys, so got to stay on top of my game to get good finishes.
Heck yeah. Congrats on your P2, sir. Pleasure watching you race tonight. Who do you want to give a shout out to for your finish?
I got to thank you for the broadcast. I got to thank Two Fat Guys for putting it on. Midwest Sim Sports, Jolly Designs, and everybody for racing tonight. It was good, clean racing.
Heck yeah. Well, congrats again on your P2. Hope to be chatting to you again soon.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Time to bring in the man of the night. The man of speed, the man of the big block modifieds here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Ben, Jolly, how you feeling about tonight's win, sir?
Hey, no, man, coming in here, didn't really know anyone else's names other than Tyler Bickford. I know he's pretty quick. We sat in Discord for a little bit, chatted up, just see how it's going. And yeah, I accidentally took out Joseph there in the heat, but didn't, I guess, littlest contact, just, I don't know. I was fully on the brakes, and after I just let him by because that's just a thing I do. I don't know, just let him get the spot. Then in the feature, started 9th, and I was rolling the bottom for good 4 laps. So the caution came out. I think we're up to like 4th or 3rd at that point, and then from there on, we just set sail on top.
Yeah, I mean, for me, you were kind of like a silent assassin tonight because you weren't able to show that speed in the heat. But in the feature, you were able to kind of get up on the wheel, and once you got clean air, it just seems that you got that after you got the battle sorted out with Bickford, you kind of checked out, and were you worried about your tires falling off or anything like that? How did the car feel overall?
The car felt, pretty good overall. I could wheel it pretty well around the wall. That's what I like to do. But other than that, I wasn't really worried about tires because I run the officials pretty much weekly here. And yeah, I don't know.
Just coming in and showing the speed. That's, I think, what you did. And, miraculous driving. You ran the cushion, you ran the bottom, you ran the middle, you ran every part of the track and just maintained consistency. So hats off to you for stealing the 50 lap A main tonight. Who do you want to give a shout out to for your win?
Hey, everyone's rig, Mr. Rosalons, Top of the Hill Grill, Butcher Shop, Howdy Metal Fab, and all you guys for the shows, you for broadcasting, and everyone for racing clean.
Heck yeah. Well, congrats again, Ben. Pleasure watching you race, and go pop a bottle or some jazz, brother.
Oh, we're gonna.
Talk to you again soon. Take care, buddy.
Yep. See it.
That was our winner, Ben Jolly, giving you the sauce, saying, hey, I did my homework before I came in here tonight and showed these guys how to get it done for this 50 lap A main, starting 8 markers back. Just showing precision when it came to throttle control and respect when it came to passing cars. It's hard to pass here at the dirt track at Charlotte. But this multi-groove racing service, we saw some slicing and dicing. We saw just about everything you could expect from short track dirt racing. So let's take a quick look at our results grid and roll through the field here. Grab the right one. So just looking at our feature finish, we just talked to him, Ben Jolly, in that 924, dominating performance, 1 second over that 7 machine of Bickford. The 11 machine of Grom grabs third, Boyd in the 21 fourth, Hunslinger in fifth, Cherry in sixth, Williams in seventh, Tofagian, if he was up in the booth, I'm probably sure I'd say his name correctly, but he ain't here, so sorry, bud. Thompson in the 49 in ninth, Blue in 10th, Sully in 11th, and Bowman rounds out the field in 12th. So interesting battle tonight. Speed Zone TV bringing you the dirt, getting you dirty at the dirt track at Charlotte for two fat guys racing, putting on the show tonight in partnership with Cherry Simtography. Been a pleasure doing this one. So we're gonna, before we sign off here, just want to say overall great racing. Make sure you put a like and subscribe on our channel, and make sure that you're sharing it out with your sisters, cousins, uncles, nephews, nieces, and maybe watch it with your dog or your cat. I don't know if they're into that. But I'm Robert Warren, Speed Zone TV. We're going to be signing off. We're going to roll our Cherry Simtography commercial one more time. And like I said, watch it in 4K. Click the gearbox. Have a good night, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Cherry Simtography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Simtography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Simtography, specializing in iRacing photography, has deals to suit all your needs. With deals like 5 for 10, 10 for 20, 15 for 30, and 20 for 60, you cannot go wrong. You can reach out to Carson Cherry 226 on Discord. That's CARSON Cherry 226. Cherry Simtography, specializing in iRacing.